For all the parents out there, picture that it's bedtime. You and the kids have been busy all day. You know they're tired, but for some reason they just won't go to sleep. And for this reason, I created the podcast Bedtime History. Bedtime History is a series of relaxing history stories that end with an inspirational message. With over 2,000 positive parent reviews, Bedtime History is one of the top education podcasts. Join me and listen to Bedtime History every Monday and Thursday on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello friends, it's Mr. Jim, and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If this is your first time, welcome to the family. We love turning your ideas into awesome adventures. So really, all of our episodes come from kids just like you sending me your ideas. So you do that through kidshortstories.com, click on story submissions, and then fill out that little form where you can just give me a sentence or two about your idea, and maybe we'll turn it into an awesome adventure. Are you guys ready for today's story? Me too, let's go! Alright, Purple Ninjas. I feel like it's been a while since we've, done something extra stinky, or menacingly, or something, anything. What are you guys doing over there?
Boss, sorry, we were sleeping. We were taking a nap.
What are you doing sleeping on the job? No, we need to come up with an idea. You see, I don't like when all the children in the world are sleeping nice and peaceful. Is there something we can do to just stop them from sleeping?
Well, we could make some really obnoxious noises. That always, tends to wake me up. Like what just happened now.
Oh, perfect. Alright, Purple Ninjas, get to work on coming up with a way to make all the sounds just very loud and annoying and stop them from being able to sleep. Get to work! Go! Addie and June were playing quietly. They had just had dinner and cleared the table off with the dishes and put them in the sink and washed them off, and now they were having some quiet playtime before it was almost bedtime. Oh, June, I'm getting very sleepy. Oh, is it time for bed yet? Said Adie. Yeah, pretty close. Let's go brush our teeth and get our jammies on. Addie and June walked over to the bathroom and brushed their teeth and combed their hair and got ready for bed. Oh, it's story time. As they both crawled into their bunk beds, they turned on a story, and that was their favorite way to fall asleep. Have you ever been in a bunk bed before? Oh, bunk beds are pretty cool. You have to climb up sometimes like a ladder to get to the top. Yeah, you have to be pretty brave to sleep on the top part. Well, it's a good thing that Addie and June are both super duper brave. Well, as they were listening to this story and their parents tucked them in, they yawned and quickly fell asleep. Unfortunately, their sleep did not last very long. After only about 5 minutes, all of a sudden, all the car alarms in their neighborhood started going off outside. What's going on? Addie, what's happening? Said June. Addie sat up all of a sudden. Something is definitely not right. Oh, it's at the middle of the night. Addie stretched her arms and felt like she'd been sleeping a long time. As she sat up, she realized that they had only been sleeping for 5 minutes. June, what in the world is going on outside? They raced over to the window and looked outside. Whoa, look at that, said June. All the cars, like the lights are flashing and the alarms are going off. Someone must be trying to break into all the cars. We gotta call HQ. They raced over to their closet and grabbed their walkie-talkies. June was the first one. Shh, HQ, come in. This is June and Adie, over.
Shh. June, Adie, it's very late. Is there a problem? Over.
Shh. Yes, HQ. This is an emergency. For some reason, all the cars in our neighborhood are alarming. The lights are flashing and it's really loud. There's no way we can fall asleep, but something is going on. We need help.
Shh. Oh, the car alarms are going off? Yes, that is pretty strange. Keep us in the loop of what's going on, and we'll see if anywhere else is having this problem. Over and out. Shh.
HQ started doing a whole bunch of research on all the area neighborhoods and cities and towns across the whole region, and the news was not good.
Shh. Addie and June, are you there?
Shh. Yes, HQ, we're still here. Over.
Shh. The news is not good. It appears that every town in your entire region is experiencing the same problem. Car alarms are going off everywhere. We don't think anyone's breaking into the cars. It appears that someone just flipped on all the alarms. We're suspecting it's Dr. Stinky Breath. Can you look into this?
Shh. Yes, we'll do that right now. Over and out, said Addie as they hung up the walkie-talkie. By then, their parents had run up to their rooms. Addie, June, are you okay? Said their parents. We can't figure out why all the car alarms are going off. Have you called us into HQ yet? Yes, we actually just got off the walkie with them, said June. And they said the whole region is experiencing the same problem, and everything is pointing to you-know-who. You don't mean Dr. Stinky Breath, do you? Said their parents. You got it, said Addie. And HQ needs us to figure out what on earth is going on. Do you guys have one of the remotes for your car alarms? Their mom pulled one out of her pocket. Yes, but it's not working. It's not turning off the alarm. Like, normally, if I push this button right here, the alarm goes off. But the car is still being obnoxious, and I'm pretty sure all the neighbors are having the same problem. Ooh, could we run some experiments on that? Said June. Yeah, good luck. We'll be downstairs, and we're going to call some of our friends to see if they've figured out anything. But Addie and June, just let us know if you need anything from us, okay? Okay, we will, said Addie. June, we've got to figure this out. There's no way that we're ever going to be able to sleep again with those alarms going off. June, are you listening to me? June! June was digging in a box in their closet. She was looking for something. June, are you listening to me? Hello? Said Addie. I can hear you. I'm just looking for something. Hold on a second, said June. Here, this is it. As she pulled out this old contraption out of a box, Addie remembered that was something that they had built together at a spy camp a long time ago. I think this is going to be pretty helpful, said June. This is a frequency detector. Oh, yes! Frequency detectors. I remember. You see, June and Addie were at a spy camp a long time ago, and they built this frequency detector, and it was, built for detecting frequencies. And you see, frequencies, that's when you push the button on that remote, for like a car, for it to unlock or to lock the car or to turn off the alarm, it's sending out a certain kind of frequency that goes through the air and it's invisible. That's why you can't see it. But that's what it then talks to the car. But it seems like somebody is controlling all the frequencies to the cars. And maybe, just maybe, this old contraption can be helpful. June, you're a genius, shouted Addie. If Dr. Stinky Breath is behind all this, his frequency is going to leave behind a footprint for us to follow. All right, well, let's get to work, shouted June. Meanwhile, up in the purple blimp, Dr. Stinky Breath was very happy.
Ha 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 ha! Purple ninjas, what a wonderful job you have done. I can tell that nobody is sleeping peacefully now. Ha 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 ha!
Yes, boss, it seems to be working perfectly. The whole region's cars are alarming, all due to our frequency amplifying device over here. This will be perfect. No one will ever be able to sleep again.
Yes, now that we have tested successfully, it's time to roll out to the entire world. Ha 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 ha!
Oh no! Dr. Stinky Breath and the Purple Ninjas have figured out how to control all the car alarms? I'm never going to be able to sleep ever again if we can't turn it off. We'll have to wait and see for Chapter 2 if Addie and June are able to save the day. We'll see you next time on Kids Short Stories.
Great
job. You listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kid Shout Outs. I want to say to Luca from Colorado, Sadie and Sasha from Florida, Maya from Boston, Walter and Henry from Minnesota, Louis and Arnold from Australia, Hudson from Chicago, Isaiah from Fresno, California, Violet and Miles from New York City, and Eliza and River from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm so glad that you're all in the Kid Short Stories family and on our spy team. We could not stop Dr. Stinky Breath and his crew without you, my friends. Will you have a super duper day? And I will see you on our next adventure. Bye.
For all the parents out there, picture that it's bedtime. You and the kids have been busy all day. You know they're tired, but for some reason they just won't go to sleep. And for this reason, I created the podcast Bedtime History. Bedtime History is a series of relaxing history stories that end with an inspirational message. With over 2,000 positive parent reviews, Bedtime History is one of the top education podcasts. Join me and listen to Bedtime History every Monday and Thursday on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.